Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Avram, Techie to the rescue here. I am going to answer a question that I received from my audience, which is about the iPhone. Now, here on the iPhone, you'll notice that there is no physical home button. There's no physical button that I can push. So if you have one of the newer phones, you're missing that button. And if you want your home button back, well, we can't make a physical button, but there is a digital button that we can add to the screen as a home button. So let's take a look and see how we can at least add back that functionality that you may have been missing if you want to add a home button to your newer iPhone running the latest operating system. So here I am on the iPhone. You'll notice it says the word swipe up to open. So I'm going to have to swipe upwards to get in. And then I would need to launch my settings. So if you're unable to find where your settings is located, if you take your finger from the middle of the screen and drag it down, that will then allow you to search. And you notice I already typed in the letters SET. That usually is enough to then tap on the settings application. Or if you know where your settings are, you can use that as well. Once I'm in my settings application, this is where I'm going to look for the words accessibility. And when I tap on accessibility, it will then show me all of these different options for accessibility. And if you're interested, we can always go through these in other videos. But the area that I'm most interested in is the physical and motor section. So tapping on touch will then give me the option of assistive touch. So let's read this together. Assistive touch allows you to use your iPhone if you have difficulty touching the screen or if you require an adaptive accessory. So we'll say, okay, tap on assistive touch. And then once again, it says assistive touch allows you to use your iPhone if you have difficulty touching the screen or if you require an adaptive accessory. So it says the exact same message, but this time to the right of assistive touch, there happens to be a white circle. Tapping on that white circle will then turn it green, and you'll immediately notice that we now have this white circle that has appeared on the right hand side. It might appear anywhere else, and if I drag this circle anywhere around the edge and I let go, it'll then snap to that section. Now typically the home button, the way we're used to it, is right in the middle at the bottom, just as you see, or I can even drag it over a little bit more, but place it wherever you feel you want your home button to be. Now, if I go ahead and I tap once on that button, you notice how it immediately gives me this menu. You'll see under the custom actions section, it says the words single tap. So tapping on single tap, I have all these options available to me. So when I do that single tap, I can make it do all these different actions. In my case, I want my action to go to home. So tapping on back, looking at assistive touch, that's on. Single tap, it's showing home. So if I now tap on that white circle, it goes home. So as you see, if I try to navigate left side, right hand side, more than likely you're not going to have to move this white circle any further, as I'm just opening up some random apps. If the white circle is in the way, you know how to move it. You can always move it left and right, but once again, I like keeping it right here in the center, and in that way I can just tap. If I happen to put my device and it then wakes up from sleep, you'll notice that I now have that home button option. So instead of swiping to open, I tap right on that home button. Excellent. So now you know how you can add a home button to your screen. So now all I have to do, once again, is tap right there on that white circle, and then that will then allow me to go right into my device. If you enjoyed this, please leave a comment below, or if there's anything you want me to go over, I will be happy to teach you anything I possibly can about iPhone, iPad, computers, technology news, etc. Just make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.